Hi everyone, I'm Sheena and welcome to the thing I bought from. Today's thing I bought from is this. This is the Batiste dry shampoo and this is a hint of color, medium brown. Now my hair isn't actually medium brown, but unfortunately Watson's only has this one that has the hint of color, which is pretty ironic because if you think about it, the majority of people in Singapore have, well, dark colored hair. So I really don't know why they only brought in this one. Maybe there's only this one. I don't know. Anyway, the Batiste dry shampoo. This is the big bottle, and this is going for $12.90. And there's also a smaller bottle. Yeah, but I can't remember how much this one was. I think $4.90, $6.90. I can't remember. But it's a lot cheaper, less than $10. And what does this do? What the hell is dry shampoo? Now, if you noticed, I recently cut my hair. In fact, I just cut it myself yesterday because I was kind of sick of the fact that I didn't have a fringe. So whenever I tied my hair back, you would see nothing but like face, which is kind of disturbing. That's kind of why I cut it. Unfortunately, when you combine an oily forehead and fringe in this weather, you get this horrible incident where, you get this horrible situation where your fringe is really oily and it starts to stick to your forehead and it does that, which is really very unattractive to look at. So this is where the Batiste dry shampoo can come in. Sometimes you just can't wash your hair. You don't have the time to, or it's just a particular area of your hair that's kind of gross. So what I do suggest that you do is to first block the offending area in question, so at least you remove some of the oil. Now if it's the whole of your scalp, then well, I can't help you there, but that's where this comes in, you see. So on the hair that is oily, all you need to do is just spray it. You gotta shake it beforehand, by the way, just to make sure that everything's nicely mixed up. And then just spray it in. You don't have to spray a lot at all. And then just kind of rub it in a little bit as though, you're really having a shampoo, but don't rub too hard because you're gonna form some tangles that you can't get rid of easily. Now, after you've done brushing it, you've done rubbing it in, now I'm just doing my fringe, although the rest of my hair is also starting to get a bit oily because it's the end of the day. And you just brush it out. Try to get a brush that's something like this. This helps a lot because it really helps to remove the excess dry shampoo. Although really any kind of brush would do. And in fact probably the plastic ones are easier to wash after this as well. So just brush out a little bit. Go against the grain. I like to do that so that it gives it a bit more volume. And voila. I don't know how well this camera can show it, but essentially my hair is almost as though I had just shampooed it. It's nice and clean, it's no longer greasy. It's really nice. Now, I recommend this for people with oily scalps like me. And I also recommend it for, say, you can't wash your hair for whatever reason. So if you're undergoing confinement, you're pregnant, congratulations! Yeah, you might want to get one bottle of this because if you can't wash your hair for one whole month, it's gonna be kind of gross. So what you can do is you can replace it with this. Now, the thing with dry shampoos is that they do have a tendency to leave some powdery substance on your head. So if you spray it too close to the roots and too often, it does get gunky after a while as well. So you still need to shampoo regularly. You can't just replace, your regular shampoo with this. But this is great for a quick fix like so. And it's also very good for adding a bit of volume to your hair. This is lighter and the product just kind of gives your hair a little bit more texture as well, so it's really good for that. Now, I do suggest that you get a smaller bottle for your handbag because, oily hair can strike whenever, wherever. So it's like after work, if you're going out for a party or you're going out for dinner and then you're starting to look like a kwali head, this comes in very useful. So you can either buy a big bottle and put it in your desk or buy a small bottle and put it in your handbag. And it's really good for people who work long hours like, marketing, PR. Anyway, anybody who works long hours, it's probably a good idea to get one of these. Now, there's quite a few fragrances. The one I got personally is this one, the Floral and Fruity Blush. It smells like, floral and fruity, so it's not that bad. Some of the others can smell a little bit exciting, so yeah, do just have a sniff and see which one suits you. Now, the reason why I'm personally and specifically recommending this one is because this one has a hint of color, which means when you spray it onto dark hair like ours, you don't see any white texture, white powder. Whereas I'm gonna show you now with the regular one. This is just scented in a regular kind of way, and I'm gonna lift up one section because this is freaking oily, and just lay it on. And as you can see, there's quite a lot of white powder left, so I look like I suddenly aged quite a bit, or you know, I suddenly have a very exciting highlight. Now, it does go away after you rub it in and brush it out, but it's just, you know, a little bit more troublesome than, say, the hint of color, which you can just spray on and, you know, it's not that obvious because, you know, it's according to your hair color. It does still have a little bit, you know, the shade is slightly different because this is, after all, medium brown, not black. But, well, beggars can't be choosers, right? There are other dry shampoos out in the market. If you go to Sephora, you'll see under, oh dear, I can't remember the brand names. But in the hair section, you're definitely going to be able to find quite a lot of dry shampoos available. And in fact, even in Watson's, Toni & Guy has dry shampoo as well. But this is the first one I've seen that has color, so it's particularly well suited for dark-haired people. The ones in Sephora, I believe they do have colored ones as well, but they're also a little bit more pricey. And this is just $12.90, so you know, you can't really go wrong with this. And if you have the Watson's card, even better, you get points for that. And if you have the POSB Everyday card, you get even more points because, you know, rebates of 3% if I'm not wrong. As you can see, I have both cards. Yes, I'm a little bit of a, you know, shopaholic problem person. So, the Batiste dry shampoo, hint of color, medium brown. Personally recommend it. It's really good, and if you have oily hair or you have long days, do get a bottle. It's good for you.